Well, as we experience rapid growth and transition from a more decentralized startup culture to a more centralized corporate structure, we need to maintain a steadfast focus on employee growth. Studies done by the Research on Nascent Innovative Entrepreneurship show that one of the key points we need to address is the mentorship of our employees and the collaboration opportunities that will arise due to us transitioning in this way. My policy focuses on developing a multidisciplinary focus through the utilization of workshops facilitated by external experts, combined with one-on-one employee manager meetings to gain feedback on successes and issues with this program. In my previous position as head of sales at Eurofins, we had a similar program in place. We would run a quarterly exercise that would revolve around solving a problem that would require input from multiple departments. This enabled our employees to better understand their roles in solving a multidisciplinary problem, as well as providing an opportunity for employees from other departments to network and strengthen their relationships between the departments. The Growth Institute suggests that we utilize the external um, partners in order because they can give us a fresh perspective on how our employees operate in these environments, and they can give us specific positive and negative feedback on how they performed in these tasks. This will allow us to test our employees' ability to navigate through these increasingly centralized systems and should hopefully help us identify any gaps in understanding and allow us to address early on these problems early on in our transition. Once we have received this feedback from our external partners, we will then couple this with one-on-one manager employee meetings in order to discuss how the employees felt during these workshops so that they feel consistently engaged in our process. And hopefully, this will make them feel responsible and facilitate their growth as we grow in the company. In my research about this, I came across a journal that specifically deals with how we should run this training since we are a hybrid company. This journal was called Ubi Minds, and they suggested that we specifically identify the resources that we use for communication in order to help facilitate greater collaboration. At my old company, one of the things we did is had a shared drive where all members of all teams could access documents that they would require in between the departments for solving these kind of problems. Everybody had access to them. Not everybody had the same um, editing permissions that was department specific, but it allowed us to facilitate a greater communication with people who are on site and people who are off site in this hybrid environment. We need to specifically stress the importance of the digital record. Most importantly, our email communications as well, and our training should focus on um, using this newly centralized shared network system, as well as utilizing better email communication. So, to sum it up, we will create a more centralized system. We will utilize external partners to test our employees' abilities to um, um, exist within this system. And then hopefully we can avoid what the Growth Institute says is a problem for a lot of companies in our position, which is a high rate of turnover. And again, the research on nascent innovative entrepreneurship says that companies who focus on developing their employees in this way tend to avoid these problems. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And I confidently believe that this will solve our issues.